Presentation will examine some considerations and benefits when using differently sourced encryption keys in Google Cloud. Now, this refers to the two primary categories of implementing encryption, which are server side encryption and client side encryption. Now, we'll take a closer look at each option in just a moment, but in short, server side means that data is sent to Google unencrypted. Once it's been received, the data will then be encrypted using either customer managed or customer supplied keys. Client side encryption means that you send data to Google Cloud that has already been encrypted using your own encryption services management platform. So, beginning with server side encryption, as mentioned here, there are two options. You can either use customer managed encryption keys or customer supplied keys. Customer managed keys are those that you create and manage in Google's key management service. But while the keys themselves are managed by Google, you still maintain control over their properties and how they're stored and used. With customer managed keys, an object is automatically encrypted with the key you specify at the time it's stored in a bucket through a cloud storage service account, and it's subsequently automatically decrypted by the service account when that object is requested. The keys themselves can be created directly by you, or you can use the Cloud KMS Auto Key feature to create keys on your behalf. Although at the time of this recording, this feature is only available in preview. As is indicated by their name, customer supplied keys means that you can provide your own AES 256 keys encoded in standard base 64. Now, since they're your keys supplied by you, they aren't permanently stored on any Google servers, nor does Google manage them in any way. Google stores only a cryptographic hash of the keys so that future requests can be validated against the hash, but that hash cannot be used to recover the key, nor can it be used to decrypt your data. And since Google does not manage customer supplied keys, you need to ensure that your keys are backed up to a secure location and ensure that they aren't shared with any untrusted entities. Should you discover that any file or machine containing your encryption keys has been compromised, you should immediately perform a key rotation for all objects that were encrypted with those keys. The other primary method of implementing encryption is through client side encryption, which is similar to customer supplied keys in that you create and manage the keys yourself. But as mentioned, the primary difference is that any data sent to Google Cloud has already been encrypted using your own keys and management services. Using this approach, all data arrives at Google Cloud Storage in an encrypted state. And cloud storage has no knowledge of the keys that were used to encrypt that data because, of course, they're your keys. However, all data stored with Google Cloud Storage is inherently encrypted. So when it's received, it will in fact encrypt it a second time using standard server side encryption, which, as just discussed, is managed by Google. So when the data is requested, the server-side encryption is removed automatically, but you must still remove the client-side encryption yourself. This secondary layer of encryption helps to further protect your data while it's at rest in Google data centers. Lastly, some benefits of using cloud key management include the ability to scale your security implementation globally without having to worry about the challenges of key management. And cloud key management can also help you to meet and maintain any compliance requirements that oversee your operations because, of course, all of Google's encryption services themselves meet most common compliance requirements, such as using FIPS compliant hardware security modules. And if preferred, you can use customer managed encryption keys for greater control over your keys while still benefiting from additional security features such as Google Cloud Identity and Access Management and audit logs. So, for any situation where encryption is needed, you'll certainly need to consider a few factors with respect to implementation, but Google Cloud Key Management provides the services necessary to meet almost any encryption requirement.